Hi everyone and welcome. In the previous video we have covered that how to read input coil status value of your Modbus serial device in the Python using pymodbus library. Okay, now in this video we will see how you can read and write coil status value of your Modbus serial device in the Python using pymodbus library. So if you want to read the coil status of your Modbus serial device, then also this code will be useful. And if you want to write something on the coil status, like if you want to turn on that coil, if you want to turn off that coil, okay, then also this code will be useful. And if you want to download the code, or if you want to download the Python notebook, then you can click here and you can download the Python notebook from our GitHub repository. Okay, so here is the Python notebook which we are going to use in this video. You can click here, you can download the Python notebook. Okay, now here is my ModSim software which is used to simulate the Modbus serial device. So I have simulated Modbus serial device with the coil status as a point type. Okay, so right now you can see it is simulating and it's running. We don't see any error here, and here you can see it is running on the COM1 port with 9600 baud rate, data bits 8, parity none, and the stop bit 1. Okay, now we want to read this coil status in the Python, and also we want to update the coil status from the Python. Okay, so let's see how you can do that. So here is our Python notebook which we are going to use, and first of all we have to install the pymodbus library in our system if it is not installed. So for that you can use pip install pymodbus if it is not installed in your system, and if it is installed then you will see the response like requirement already satisfied. After that we have to import the necessary functions and library from that pymodbus library, okay, to create Modbus serial client, or you can say Modbus serial master. So Python will act as a Modbus serial master to connect with Modbus serial slave devices, and we are going to read and write the data. Now here is the code to set up our Modbus master in the Python, or you can say Modbus client in the Python. So Modbus serial client, the method we are going to use is the RTU. The COM port is COM2. Now you have a question why I have used COM2 instead of COM1. So each application can use only one COM port at a time. So COM1 cannot be used by Python and the ModSim software. So internally COM1 is connected to the COM2 and COM2 is connected to the COM1. So whatever data is available on the COM1, the same data is available on the COM2. So I can use two COM port to interchange the data. Okay, so that's why I have used COM2. Now the stop bit is 1, as you can see here. The byte size is 8, as you can see here. The parity is none and the baud rate is 9600. So now we can run this cell to create our Modbus serial client or serial master. After that we will connect with our Modbus serial device. You can see could not open COM2, permission error, access is denied, because my other notebook is using the COM2 port, so I have to close that notebook. Okay, so the notebook which is using that is this one. Okay, so I can kernel, restart and clear all output. Now again I can go to my latest notebook, I can restart kernel and clear all output, stay on the page, save the notebook, close it. Now I can import, and now I can try to connect. Okay, so we are connected and you can see it's true. If it is false, then we have to troubleshoot, okay, as I have mentioned in the previous video as well. And this is how you have to troubleshoot that which application is using the COM2 port. If any application is using the COM2 port, then we have to close that application. And if any other Python code is using that COM2 port, then we have to close that Python code, or we have to close that command prompt. Okay, so we are successfully connected with our Modbus serial device. Now our target is to read coil status. Okay, so it's a coil status, not the input coil. So let me remove this one. Okay, so we are going to read the coil status. So result is equal to client.read coils. The starting address of the coil is 0. The number of coils we want to read is 10. And we are going to read the data from the slave ID 1. Okay, so that we have to specify here in the code. And once you run it and once you print the result, you will see the 16 output, or you can say the 16 bits. Okay, now I can change the status of very first coil and I can read the status. Again, you can see it's true. I can change the status of last coil and again I can read it. You can see the 10th coil is true. Okay, so if you are going to read the count 8 or below 8, then you will see result 8 here. Okay, so let me show you. So if you are using 7 as a count, okay, then you will see 8 result. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And if you are using below 16 count, okay, below 16, suppose if you are using 10, then you will see 16 coil status as a result when you use this. And if you want to print only 10 coil status, then you can add one more cell here. You can use 0 colon 10, and then you can only see first 10 coil status. Okay, so this is how you can use Python to read the coil status from your Modbus serial device. Now we have completed read. Okay, now how to write the coil status from the Python. So if I want to write the coil status, okay, from the Python, then I can use this command, client.write coil, and then after the coil index and the value, okay, either 0 or either 1. So I want to write 0 on very first coil, or you can say the 0th index coil. Then I can run this cell, okay, and the 0 will be written here. Now if I want to turn on that coil again, then I can use 1 here, and I can run this cell. Then you can see it's 1. And if I want to turn on the second coil, or you can say first index, then I can, instead of 0, I can use 1 here. Then I can run this cell. Then you can see this is 1. Okay, so this is how you can use Python to read and write coil status from your Python notebook or your Python program. Okay, so I hope everything is clear in this video, and if you still have any questions or any doubt, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, anywhere. Otherwise, we will meet you in the next videos, and in the next video we are going to cover more things about Python and the Modbus protocol. Okay, and if you want to download this notebook, then you can download from the here. Okay, just click here and you will be redirected to the GitHub. There you can download the Python notebook which I have used in this video. So I hope this thing is clear. To read the coil, we can use client.read coils. Okay, and then we have to pass 3 parameter. To write the coil, we can use client.write coils, and we have to pass 2 parameter, the number of coil, or you can say the index of the coil, and then we can pass the value of the coil which we want to write, like 0 or 1. You can also write multiple coils, but you can explore it by yourself, that how you can write multiple coils. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.